Yes, I got the job. Not for my name, I had none. Not for my lineage, I carried no crest. But for my hands, steady, quick, invisible. Before the gates opened, I stood at a stone basin, rain-washed, unsure. I shaved my beard, not in defiance, not in shame, but in sorrow. I did not know who I was anymore. I had lost the thread that once stitched my soul to certainty. The mirror did not speak. The prayers had no echo. But I kept the turban, wound it tightly, not as symbol, but as promise, a trace of home on the battlefield of my becoming, a quiet crown for a noisy silence. Even broken, I honored what was sacred. Even lost, I carried what still carried me. At night, I swallowed salt, not from the palace kitchen, but from memory. I left my mother like a storm leaves the sea, not to betray, but because something in me was drowning. She pressed my hand the last morning, tucked dry hibiscus into my pocket, and did not cry until I was beyond the gate. I still hear it. And my father, gone before I could ask what kind of man I'd become. He once said, "Find the truth that does not flinch." I carry that line like a threadbare prayer. Grief sleeps beside me. I do not fight it. Just try to give it a quieter pillow. Work helps. Sweeping away dust feels like sweeping away regret. Each task a small forgetting. But I remember every night and write, because sorrow does not disappear, it transforms. If we let it speak. The palace, so close to God's architecture and so far from grace, polished floors, banisters I wasn't meant to touch, rooms I entered only to sweep, to serve, to vanish before she arrived. Padmavati, draped in color, as if light bowed to her, her voice a crystal that shattered air, but not silence. She did not see me. Why would she? I moved with the curtains. I left with the trays. Her world was laughter and lilies. Mine, linseed and borrowed shoes. She was being courted by Vivek, arrogant, perfumed, carrying everything but a soul. He showed her paintings. I scrubbed their frames. He asked me to write, paid in coins that barely echoed when dropped. Said he needed verses to impress the princess, that his words had no wings. I gave Vivek what he asked, lines that rhyme but never breathed, flatter than palace stone, colder than the tea left behind on her tray. I never gave him my marrow poems, the ones with pulse and prayer, just scaffolds, hollow syllables that looked like love but carried no spirit. Because she deserved music, not mimicry. And he had no heart to read what was holy.